மைக் இது. Patrician College of Arts and Science, Patrician Institution Innovation Council. We welcome you, sir. We will start the session by sharp 11:30. Kindly check your audio and video, sir. Thank you very much.
Am I audible right now? Hello? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's audible only. Sir, can you please share your screen also? Then we can find out whether the screen is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. And screen
sir, you have any PowerPoint presentation, sir?
Yes.
Yes.
Just a minute, I will share the screen and you just tell me. Is the screen visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's visible only.
Okay, fine. I'll stop sharing right now.
Yes, sir. By sharp 11:30, we will start the session, sir.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for accepting invite and joining with us, sir. Thank you.
No issue, madam. It's my pleasure.
Good morning, everyone. Am I audible? Good morning, everyone. Education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. William Butler Yeats. With these thoughts, let's start this session with Lord's Prayer. I invite Dr. Preeti S., Assistant Professor, Department of Corporate Secretariship, Patrician College of Arts and Science.
Dear Lord, as we gather here today, we humbly come before you, seeking your blessings upon this event. We offer to you this in honor of your name. Bless everyone assembled here. Grant us the wisdom to navigate challenges, the strength and the insight to recognize the significance of every moment. And may this event be a source of inspiration and achievement for all. Just as a journey be marked by compassion and understanding. We thank you, Lord, for the blessings that we are going to receive in this program. We thank you for bringing us together in this moment. Amen.
Thank you, ma'am. To begin this program, I invite Dr. D. Bharat, Innovation Activity Coordinator, IIT, Assistant Professor, Department of Plant Biology and Plant Biotechnology, Sri Chandra Prabhu Jain College, Mangalore, to render the welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. Uh, Greetings to everyone. In behalf of management of Patrician College, Sri Chandra Prabhu Jain College, and St. George Arts and Science College, Chennai, I welcome you all for this glorious webinar on business model canvas. I welcome Dr. V. Victor Simonon, Sir, Principal of St. George College. I welcome Dr. Arogya Mary Geeta Das, Principal of Patrician College, and I welcome our Principal, Dr. N. Sujata Ma'am, Principal, Sri Chandra Prabhu Jain College, Minjur. I welcome today's our chief guest, Dr. Sunil P. Nangrani sir, who going to share his knowledge on business model canvas. Once again, I welcome you all for this wonderful session of business model canvas. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. In the
Thank
age
you.
of faculty development, we are not simply imparting knowledge, we are igniting the passion for lifelong learning within our educators. Let us remember that our role extends beyond the classroom. We are architects of inspiration, builders of confidence, and cultivators of potential. And now, to warm our hearts with hopeful words of inspiration, may we listen to our outstanding principal, Dr. Arokya Mary Vitada, Patrician College of Arts and Science. Ma'am. Certainly, promoting Sorry for the inconvenience. She'll be joining shortly. Due to network issue, she couldn't join. I thank you for the patience. Morning, ma'am.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Now to all our with hopeful words of inspiration, we listen to our outstanding principal, Dr. Aratumi Gita Dasman of Patrician College. Ma'am.
Good morning to everyone present. I, on behalf of Patrician College of Arts and Science, on behalf of our Director and Secretary, Dr. Brother A. Stanislas, our Vice Principal, Dr. Ananda Priya, would like to welcome Chandrababu College and St. George College. We are jointly organizing this program, and we are very happy that we have Dr. Sunil B. Nagarani along with us. Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation and being with us today to be a resourceful person. And I hope this session will be useful to one and all. Patrician College of Arts and Science is proud to collaborate with all of you, and I hope this session will be an insightful session to all of us. And I think Patrician Institutions Innovation Council has mentored plenty of institutions, and this initiative of the Institution Innovation Council will take us to greater heights. And I hope by collaborating, we will be able to give a better status to all of us. Thank you one and all for participating. I hope Patrician College is aware to all of you. We are at Adyar, Chennai, and we have around 13 programs, UG programs, and we have 6 PG programs in our institution. And we also have a PhD program. And this is run by the Patrician Brothers, and we have schools all over the world. And our headquarters is at Ireland, and at national level it is at Delhi. And we are very happy that this is the first institution of the Patrician Brothers. Thanks to one and all for participating. Thank you all for the session. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I invite our head Department of Corporate Secretaryship, Dr. S. Kumara sir, Patrician College of Arts and Science, to introduce the guest speaker.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning to one and all present here. It's my immense pleasure to introduce our chief guest. On behalf of our department faculty members, I welcome our eminent chief guest, Dr. Sunil P. Nagrani, whose academic excellence is really a motivation for all of us. Sir has completed his BE Electrical Engineering from VINT Nagpur, and he has completed his ME from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, and he is a gold medalist. Sir has completed PhD from VNIT Nagpur. He has more than 26 years experience in various fields and at present he is the International Relations Officer, GH Raisoni College of Engineering, Nagpur. He has published many papers and has reviewed IEEE papers and has more professionals members with IEEE. His primary career objective is to promote world-class education and connect the student with global world. We are very happy and proud to have you as a resource person. We welcome you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I hand over this platform to the speaker. Sir.
I suppose I have to start because voice of madam was not clear. Okay, so is it okay? So can I start?
Yes, sir, please.
Yeah. Okay. Am I audible enough?
Yes, sir, it's audible.
Yeah. So a very warm good morning to you all. Usually daytime is warm, but I welcome you for this session on business model canvas. First of all, I would like to thank Patrician College of Arts and Science and all the dignitaries. You all are great experts and innovators. Even the audience which will be joining, they might be having very igniting ideas in their brains. But when it comes to ideation level, we have to face a lot of challenges. Innovation culture actually started from our beloved Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, who observed that there are a lot many creative brains with lot many great ideas and they are unexplored. So a culture started that is called as innovative culture. But the next question came into mind. Developing culture is okay, but can it provide some platform for the career of the innovators? So the idea of a startup and entrepreneurship came. Lot many innovators in India, they have got great ideas, but can they be converted into product? So there was a lot of interaction among the experts and how to give a business angle to it. Is there any money part which is nowadays focus of our young generation, converting their ideas into a career and then career into a good business and from a business to profitability and finally earning a lot through their own innovative ideas. So in this journey, even the educational institutes were involved. So even faculties are encouraged nowadays to know various aspects. And then if they have got ideas with the help of students project, they can come up with some sort of prototype model. And but the biggest trouble is business area is altogether different, education is different, and innovation is altogether a different area. How to integrate all these things? So one part of that is business model canvas. We may have a very great idea, but is it viable? Is it going in a proper direction? Is it going to fulfill my aspirations? Such answers can be given when you go through the initial stages of the business. So, as a novice in business, Many good ideas, they fail miserably because they don't find proper funding. So to attract funding, you have to present something, or you have to pitch your idea in front of angel investors. So how to put your idea in such a format so that they will think about funding your idea, because they are also looking for some profitability. And sometimes if it is not profitability, at least social service. But they are not going to invest in a flop idea or the idea which does not have any future. So since they are having experience, they have gone through a lot of business ifs and buts. So they know at what stage the idea is going to die and what is lacking in that idea. So that is their part. But at our part, what we should do, that particular step is covered at initial level by business model canvas. So with this background, I am starting with the concept of business model canvas. And the story behind it, actually, I was also never thought about converting idea into a business. So it came into mind when in 2018 or 19, we were working on some project, and one project which was there in my brain got a birth, and then I tried to convert it into prototype model. Then I thought it of filing some patent. But before patent, I was thinking, can it be converted into a business idea later on, so that commercialization of that particular idea can be done without going into the area of IPR and other things. So patenting and other things are different aspects. But can we go for startup or entrepreneurship in this area? So with this concept, we participated in various competitions which are held by IIT Bombay, Avishkar competitions. So we pitched our idea, and during that process, we came to know about this concept, business model canvas. Nowadays, government organizes training for business model canvas also. So Innovation Council or the Innovation Cell of Government of India, they conduct training session for youngsters and newcomers how to present your idea for some viability or for some interest of some other stakeholders like that. So let us start the formal presentation, and in between, if I got any question, I suppose that will be visible in chat. You can put out there. At any point, if I'm not audible, please let me know. Anybody can interrupt me at any time. So that is not an issue. So I am just sharing my presentation, and just give me a signal whether you can see it so that I can start it smoothly. So just a minute, I'll be sharing my screen. So can anybody tell me that is it visible?
Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
Yeah, fine. So introduction to the business model canvas. I'll just open up a pointer so that I can point out at certain specific points. Just a minute. So what is this business model canvas or business canvas model? It's a tool of a management, and it's a template. It's a template. Template means some sort of structure in a visual form so that you can present your business idea in a better way. So it's a visual chart with lot of elements inside it. And it is a very useful tool which is specifically used by entrepreneurs, startups, and businesses which are in the early stage. Okay. Now, what this business model canvas does? Business canvas model, it will facilitate the discussion. The first aspect of business model canvas is it will facilitate the discussion. Discussion amongst whom? The stakeholders. Stakeholders means, suppose I am putting up an idea. Now, to whom I am presenting this idea? Whether it is up to my brain only or it is up to my perception, whether the person who is sitting in front of me is getting some idea, or whether he is looking some potential in my idea or not. That type of advantage this business model canvas can give. Next thing, it acts as a checklist itself for me. It acts as a checklist for me itself. Checklist of various things which I may be missing. Okay, so through this business model canvas, I may look at it to some points which I have left out. So it will remind me of that weakness in my idea, or unattempted or unattended point in my idea. Okay. Next is, obviously, with these things, it supports the ideation process. So ideation in totality, it can be very well encouraged by putting business model canvas. And it encourages focus to what is exactly required in a business which you want to execute with your idea. Is profitability or making money is your target, or is it social angle at which you are looking? This point I will discuss later on, because a lot of innovators in India, they think that their idea can help various peoples, and initially they don't want to make it a business and they want to help the people. That's good enough, acceptable, but the sustainability of the business does not come from that aspect. Even if you want to do charity, you need money. So earning money or profit is not a crime as such to serve the society, because otherwise your business or the idea will not scale up. If you want to reach to the masses, you have to think of some business aspect, making some profitability. Of course, you can relocate that profitability once again in enlarging or the scale of your business. Okay. So, and last point is, it identifies assumptions to be validated. Once you enter into the area of business model canvas, slowly you will learn how it identifies certain assumptions which you made during initial process. Now let us go back to some history of the business model canvas. And specifically, there are three types. First business model canvas was conceived by Patrick Steller. Okay. So this model was little bit difficult. I will show you the glimpses of that model also. So for initial stages, this model, okay, it is in use today also, but most preferred is the second model, which was by Alexander Osterwalder, Swiss economist, and his supervisor. Actually, this model was an outcome of a PhD work. So his PhD supervisor was Pigneur, and Alexander Osterwalder is credited as inventor of this business model canvas in year 2005. And the third one, a small modification in the second model itself, is given by Ash Maurya, who is an international personality, and he has given a model which is popularly known as lean canvas model. So there are three types of business model canvases. We'll have a look into those things. Okay. This is a Patrick Steller model. This model, it is very good as far as if you see different points inside this model. Like if you focus on this first part, it is more inclined towards values in your idea. And then overlapping of value proposition along with customer is there on the second part. And the lower part of this model has got a culture and revenue aspects. We'll not go into the depth of all these things because this is an introductory lecture. with this one lecture only, one cannot expect that we'll be very efficient in knowing each and every part, because every part requires some sort of brainstorming. Okay. So this model was the first model which was proposed. Okay. Now, the model which we will be learning or will be focusing is this model that is given by Alexander Osterwald. He was a Swiss economist. It was proposed in 2005. It was a PhD work which was supervised by Pigner, and along with Alan Smith and 470 practitioners from 45 countries. So, lot of things have gone behind this business model canvas. A glimpse of this model has been given on right hand side. You can see that a particular structure is there in front of you which has got various parts. Okay, so there are three major parts here on left hand side, three on right hand side, so there are totally six, and in central there is a value proposition. So there are, these are 7 areas, and these two lower part, they are related to finance. These are 2, 9, total 9 components of a business model canvas. So as a broad understanding, you just remember that we have to focus on these 9 important points and how we can map our idea against those points. This is our talk today. Okay, I will end up with one case study also later on, which I have personally gone through. Okay. This is the third model, which was called as lean canvas model. This is the recent model which designer or which ideators are using. This was given by Ash Maurya. He is the author of international bestseller book Running Lean: How to Iterate from Plan A to Plan B That Works. And he is the creator of Lean Canvas model. This is also having similar 9 areas. If you see, the skeleton is same: 1, 2, 3 left hand side. All these 3 are correlated together. These 3 on right hand side, they are related to customers. Central related to customer value proposition. Then lower part is of course finance related. So it is developed from the Osterwalder model only, but there are some specific changes. Like just right now, you remember there is a change on some terms like here problem, solution, and on right hand side there is a one area which is called as unfair advantage. Unfair advantage. Rest of the structure is nearly same as given by Osterwald. Is it clear? Now let us focus on all these areas. So business model canvas broadly consists of those 9 areas put together in a form of a visual aspect. They are kept in a particular fashion. Right now I am showing it as a pie chart sort of thing where different sectors are there. So first of all, you focus on these 3 areas. These 3 areas are called as key partners, key activities, and key resources. This is what is called as key activities related to infrastructure. All these 3 areas fall under a terminology known as infrastructure. For your idea, first you have to identify what are your key activities. So we'll go into each and every point in detail.
Sorry for the
Okay.
sir, your slide is in first slide, sir. It's not moving.
Is not visible.
It's visible actually. It's in the first slide. It has not changed for the next slide.
Yeah, this one.
It's in the first slide, sir.
First slide. You want first slide?
No, we are.
Sir, excuse me, sir. Sir, excuse me, sir. Can you? Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes, please tell me. Yes. One minute. Yeah. Any issues?
Sir, the slides are not changing, sir. Can you
Slides were not changing. Okay, once again, I will share and let me know are they changing or not. Okay, just a minute. I'll once again share it. I'll share a whole screen. Okay. So just give me a signal. Can you see now the change?
Yes, sir.
Is it visible?
Yes, sir. Now it's changing, sir.
It's not changing right now.
It's changing, sir. We are able to see it.
Can anybody? Am I audible?
Sir, your audio only, sir.
Yeah. Just tell me whether you can see the screen or not first. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And now I'll just instead of putting on slideshow, can you see now?
Yes, sir.
Are they changing?
It's one only, sir. Yes, sir. We can see, sir.
Okay. So instead of going
you,
on
sir.
slideshow, I will keep on changing by slide. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So I was here. Am I right? Can you see this?
Yes, sir. We are able to see you.
Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So whatever in front of you is coming out. Now you focus on this initial portion. 1 minute. I will enable a pointer. Okay, can you see this upper part? There are key partners, key activities, and key resources. Upper portion of this pie chart. So, in my idea, I have to identify what are my key activities. Okay, that means in my idea, what exactly I am doing, what are its key operations. Suppose I am making a particular product. So, what are the activities involved in it? I have to identify that. Then, from where I will be getting raw materials, from where I'll be procuring the things, they will become my key resources. And who will be my key partners? I will be making my idea or a product. Then who is going to help me in that promoting of that idea? Sometimes Facebook or some social media platform, or exactly whom? Okay, so this fall under key partners, key activities, and key resources. Then there comes customer relationship. So you have to think of how will you be communicating with the customers? How will you be building relations? Otherwise, why he will be consuming your product or your idea? Why he will be interested in you? So customer portion should also be there in business model canvas. Another important central area of this business model canvas is value proposition. So what is the value which you will be giving to customer? Customer is not interested in just using your product. It should add some value to its usage. I am purchasing something, but what value does it have? Is it improving my, let us say, status? Is it helping in grooming me? Okay, so if you are going for fashion products, it should groom me. So it is adding value to my facial features or the product which you have made for particular application. Okay. Now, what are the channels you will be utilizing to reach the customers? That is more important in today's business because of presence of digital media. Then you have to identify customer segment, exactly which customer segment, whether your product is only for men or women, or is it targeting students, or are you targeting kids, and even in women's, are you targeting rural women's? So all the aspects of customer segment, are you targeting primary market, secondary market? So there are types of markets to identify customers. So that also is an important part of business model canvas. Next is cost structure. All cost related. Now comes the finance. Important part. When you are implementing an idea, what is its cost structure? How much you are spending on building that product or that idea? And once you build that idea, how much revenue you are expecting? So these two are very weak portions and challenges in front of young innovators. Cost, they claim that, or every innovator thinks that at lower cost he can make the product and put it in the market and earn the revenue easily. But that is a rosy picture, which is not true. Rather, it is a reverse way. The earlier thought about cost will not be a true cost. Rather, cost incurred on the implementation or the foundation stages, capital cost and other costs will be too high, and revenue will be very meager because you may not have identified these things which are there in business model canvas. That's why business model canvas helps a lot in identifying your needs and then focusing and then looking at weak points and then filling up those gaps. Is it clear? Now I have changed the slide. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So whatever we have seen those things right now in that sectors, different sectors, same is put in this format. This is called as the business model canvas. There are 4 broad areas. As I said, there were 9 sections, but those 9 sections are truly not 9 in the sense they are basically representing 4 important aspects of your idea which will be converted into a business. First area is this infrastructure. So you can see there is certain thing which is called as infrastructure, and under infrastructure you have got key partners, key activities and key resources. Right hand side, if you focus, it is all about customers. How will you build your customer relationships? What is your customer segment? What are your channels? So left hand side is infrastructure, right hand side is all about customers, and the central area is value provided to customer. This is very important in front of angel investors. They would be very much interested in looking at the value provided to the customers, because customers will show interest only when he finds value in your idea, isn't it? You will also agree, if somebody comes up with something and you want to just use that product and throw it away, and next time you will be trying something else. So such products are not the output of an innovation. There is a difference between innovation and making any damn product and selling in the market. Okay, so that agents and those type of selling practices, they are altogether different. They are not innovative related ideas which can be converted into business. Rather, I will say they are not promotion of ideas as such. Just something is available in the market, pick it up and sell it in the market without thinking about any values. But nowadays, every product is coming with an innovative idea of adding value. Same product, but with a value added services. You might have seen even in anything nowadays. For example, if you go for railway reservation system, now what is that? Now some AI assistant is always there. So if people find difficulty, that AI bot directly interacts with you. What has been done in the old structure? Somebody came up with the innovation that many customers find difficulty while doing railway reservation through IRCTC. So on right hand side, even now educators, educational institutes on their websites, they are putting some online chatbots which will help them. What is that? It's a value addition. Things are same. Customer is same. He is using your platform, but you are uh, can I request to mute kindly mute audience please, so that we can focus. So certain mics are. So I'm getting some voices. Please. So if you arrange your business model canvas in these 4 areas, you will be able to put your idea in a better way. Okay? So these are the key components when we look at into business model canvas. That is customer segment, very important. You have to identify your target audience, their specific needs. Then what is the specific thing which you are offering to customer needs, that is called as value proposition. Then which channels you will be using to reach to the customers. Nowadays, as I said, digital media, social platforms, they are very helpful in growing your business and exploring cost effective channels. Earlier these channels were very difficult in the sense you have to do some mouth publicity, or you have to appoint some agents to go to the customer and convey your product, or door to door promotion, so which was very cost consuming. Now because of presence of digital media, it has become easy. Customer relationship, how will you build and maintain connections with the customers? This is another area. So as I was saying that customer segments, you have to identify your target. Are you entering into a primary market? Primary market means a market where consumers are basically looking for something good, something better, sustainable and eco-friendly products, which can help the society, which can help their country. For example, Japan, mostly they are going for certain things which are like earthquake homes, earthquake free homes. So they are making the portable homes and they are selling it. So people are looking for some sustainability when there are natural calamities. So are you making products which are quite sustainable and eco-friendly? Next is secondary market. These are the only businesses which are seeking cost-effective solutions for the growth. It is just related with growth. No concept of sustainability and eco-friendliness. For example, if you are making some products related to, let us say, gold and silver, so ornamental products or some handicrafts, then they fall under secondary market. But if you are making those products with khadi, that means special material which can help uh, for a betterment of your society and country, and rural made products, handicrafts. So they will help, they will come under primary market. But if you are only selling for the sake of some particular requirement put up by the customer, only ornament business, that fall in secondary market. Then comes the tertiary market. Now this is institutions interested in innovative educational tools. Now this is altogether a different market where, as I said, faculties are also encouraged to go for innovations. So innovations in educational tools. Nowadays, you must have seen Byju's is facing trouble, but there are many coaching related business ideas which people are exploring, providing notes, going for digitalization of notes, test, quizzes, like this. So this is a tertiary market. Okay, so these are customer segments. So you have to. This is just a upper classification. There are further classification on these areas, but let us, considering the time constraint, I have to limit myself to. Now let us come to value proposition. What unique thing you are giving to a customer? Is it adding some value to the customer, or it is just for sake of fun and enjoyment you are creating that product? So customer evaluates these things very closely, and that's why we should first focus on value proposition, which value you are offering to the customer. By one example we'll be seeing this also. Okay, now channels. Which channels? First is right now in today's era, it is social media. This channel you can explore to a great extent to reach to your audience and reduce your advertisements cost, because they are available at a very cheaper rate as compared to earlier media related publicity issues. And there is a flurry of what is called as email marketing. You must be receiving daily some mails from different uh, innovators or the startups that this product has got so many features, but usually these emails are ignored. But once they trap you as a subscriber, or you just register on their site, they'll be sending you emails regarding their products. Once you have purchased a particular product, they will have a bond with you, they will have a relationship with you, so it will act as a channel. Whether good or bad, that is a secondary issue. Next is content marketing. This is for basically attracting. Apart from your product, you are putting something else on your marketing also to attract them, though it directly related to them. They may not be using it, but just for the sake of attracting customers, people go for content marketing. And nowadays, influencer marketing, using some brand role models. For example, if you're putting celebrities, those who influence public at a large, you can engage them so that you can catch your customers easily. Because if you are advocating your product, they might not be interested. But in this, two things have come up recently. If you observe, very poor people from the society, which are very common people, they are also becoming influencer through YouTube, and they are known very well in the public. Earlier, it was the case only celebrities with belonging to upper class, they were preferred for all those things like Amitabh Bachchan or Madhuri Dixit. If you are putting, then you can attract your target. But nowadays, the people have understood that this is not for us. They are just faking those things. So nowadays, even a common man can have a lot of subscribers or followers, and you can use that influencer for targeting your customers. So channels are also as important as YouTube. So next is customer relationship. How will you develop your customer relationship? That also you have to mention clearly in business canvas model. You have to be inconsistent. First is nurturing connections. If you are connected with a customer, don't leave him once he purchases and then you forget him. That's not the business one. Because I got money, no issues, but you have not built up the connection. So you have to focus on nurturing the connections. Because if one satisfied customer will bring more customers to you, because his family circle, society, he'll be doing publicity for you without paying for it. So that is the importance of networking and connections. Then you have to establish trust also. Many times we purchase new innovative products. They look very good initially, but when we start using them, for example, I will give you one example that you must have heard of electricity bill saver. Okay, this is a simple gadget If you put it, if you plug it in your socket, your bill amount will reduce. This is a claimed things through social media and other. But believe me, I am also electrical engineer, but I don't trust it because we know technical analysis part of it. So the literate customer or the serious customer will won't trust you. If you lose customers which are experts or which are knowing about the details of the product, then you will be under great trouble because that will be going as a negative publicity. So try to reduce that trust. Try to embed some trust in the customers and don't fake certain things and don't claim too much also just to sell the product, because if that would have been the case, government or the higher authorities or the law enforcement agencies would have put it as a solution. Compulsory electricity boards would have preferred that go and employ this, use this gadget at your home. That's not done. Even doctors don't recommend. See, many cough syrups or any syrup which will improve your health, that is advertised nowadays too much. But can you consume that? All those nutritious things which they claim, because they are not authenticated by proper agencies. So that is, there is a trust deficit. You can fool many people. You can develop business initially, but that will collapse uh, very soon. Okay. Then another aspect is feedback loop. Now, this is one area where a lean canvas model came into picture. Original business canvas model was not having this aspect, feedback loop. So, Ash Moria, which proposed the lean canvas model, was having some mention of or some portion where you can talk about feedback also. So, when you put some idea in front of somebody, your stakeholders, they should, customers along with the stakeholders should come up with a feedback system, and you should open that channel for building up that customer relationship. Okay, so this is the importance of customer relationship. Revenue streams. How will you earn your revenues? One is directly through your product sales. So whatever you have made, you will try to sell it in the market. So you should know what are your different revenues. But is it only product sales which gives revenue? No, there are other ways also. If you want to catch your customer for a long time, go for subscription services. Give them their product for it, particularly this app related things. They prefer digital products which are there in the market nowadays. They go for subscription. You use them. For example, even reading a newspaper on your app, Times of India app. You want to read newspaper, don't have to purchase the newspaper. A newspaper will come in your home and you will read it. Rather, people are preferring going for this app-based newspapers that comes under subscription and give different offers. So subscription service is one of the way to keep perpetuality of your revenues. So once a customer purchases 6 months subscription, now you have cashed a customer for 6 months. Otherwise, when he will make up a mind for purchasing your product, that is random. So see the difference between product sales and subscription services. Next is advertising revenue. On your product, you can advertise other things also. So though I am selling my idea, but at my site, I can convey some tourist places or hotels. So I can tie up with them and I can advertise them. So even if my product does not sell, at least I should earn my revenue from advertisements. Many times it happens. Nobody is interested in my product, but somebody is interested on some advertising on my platform. So I can give my website or the mobile app or advertising other things. Nowadays, it's too much. Now it is over stressing the customers for making a choice. That is a different part of it. Last is licensing and royalties. So if you are not earning at your own, your business ideas are not helping you, or you are trapped in a cost and revenue issues, then go for licensing and royalties. This is related to patent. So if you patent your idea, let somebody else make product on your idea, and he will pay you. So this is one of the different way of earning revenue. Okay, so you can focus on that also. So it opens up different streams, revenue streams. Now let us come to key resources. What are the key resources for your idea? So there was one infrastructure aspect. So there are key resources. Well, briefly described. One is human capital. So you will be putting some workforce, skilled and experienced people. Then you should have a physical resource for making your product. You should have some physical space where the people will come and make that product. Let us say if you are making a toy, then you need to employ some space. Then financial resources, bank loans and other things, funding and investment. So for this purpose only you are putting business model canvas in front of angel investors. Then intellectual properties. You can have trademarks, patents, and copyrights. Your key activities also need to be identified. So when you are making a product, what are the key activities? First is assembly, then putting some aesthetics, then finish line, all those things, how they go from one step to other step, that you have to. So complete process of formation of your product should be jotted down under key activities. Okay. So all these 9 areas when clubbed together will give you a view something like this. So here each and every point is described. Whatever I had told, key activities, key resources, value proposition, customer relationship, channels. Okay. So you can take a screenshot of this, or I will send this PPT to madam, and you can have a look at all these points. So key partners, who are your partners, suppliers, key activities, what are the activities you are performing. So these are all different headings under which there are several classifications. So once you enter into this type of business canvas model, lot many things will be clear, and a complete structure gives an idea about a little bit idea about how successful you will be, and how you will be able to put a better pitch in front of investors. This is a sample for some video game platform. So now this is very interesting, because earlier one was theoretical. Now see key partners. So if I'm making a gaming type of platform, so who are my key partners? I will use Facebook, PayPal, or some other platforms. What are my key activities? Game creation process. I should be able to create game process. Okay. Key resources. Who going to design the game? So game designer will fall under key resources. Artist, some putting some fancy animations. Developers you need, putting up technicality, backend. You need sales and marketing teams also as a key resource person. See, everyone's involvement is there. And existing games for cross promotion. Okay. Come to central area, value proposition. What is the value you are giving to the customer? Free to play. Wow. Everybody is happy. So some part of you'll always see that in gaming environment, they give level 1 free. So people find interest and try to play. If they find interest, they have to pay more, something like that. And they should get entertainment. This is a value you are proposing. And this cannot be a quantitative measurement. That's why business model canvas is also declared as a qualitative analysis. And social interaction, you must be knowing in this PUBG and all, a social interaction is created amongst the gamers. If you create that, that is a value given, added value given to the customer. So value proposition is very central to business model canvas. Then right hand side, customer relationship. So use Facebook pages and customer support and forums, where you will keep on interacting with the customers, and customer will also give feedback. Okay. Customer segments, you have to identify who are your customers. Casual gamers, advertisers, they will be using your product. Channels you will be using. Obviously, there may be some common things, key partners as well as channels. So Facebook is also there. Then go for cost structure. So how much you will be spending on cost. Okay. So R&D on new games. You have to do continuous research. Some features are quite boring and quite common. What new you are adding? Then you have to go for some maintenance issues. Acquisition of competitors. If there are any other competitors, you want your business to grow, then you acquire them. As you see that Mukesh Ambani tries to acquire if there is some newcomer, because their business has not grown, so he gives them a lot of money and then that is acquired in his name. So that is a sort of practice used in business to remove small competitors and merging them. You can do that, but when you will achieve a higher level, that's not a bad practice as such. Okay. In this case, the person who is a young innovator, he earns also. Okay. If somebody gives me 1 lakh to me for one idea, that was my target. So why I should focus? Because my aim was not going for crores of rupees. But certainly the other party may be interested in earning more than what you desire. Okay. Generating fresh content for existing gamers requires additional cost. Then promotional events also, they require cost, because if you're putting some shows for attracting customers, then you have to pay for it. Revenue, traditional advertisements, you can get revenues. As I said, in revenue stream, we have seen different revenue streams. So revenue from advertisements, sponsored advertisements, in-app virtual good sales. Okay, so like this, you can go for this. So coming up to nearly final things. So this is very interesting. Everybody thinks that, okay, sir, you have talked about business and all things. There is the social aspect. There are some businesses in the market which are not for profit, they are for social angles. So for serving society, this is a special model. Okay, this is called as social stakeholder business model canvas. Little bit different from what you have seen right now. Here, there is no finance part, lower part, if you see. So if you want to do service to the society, don't look for cost and revenue streams, because many students or many young innovators think, sir, मैंने ये society के भलाई के लिए किया है. I have done it for the sake of society. Then you should look at the lower part of this model, that is social impacts and social benefits. What social impact your idea will have? What will be the social benefits? Local communities, governance, employees, social values. So value proposition has been converted into social value. What is societal culture? What is the scalability of outreach? How many people it will reach? Will it reach to villages? Who will be the end user? So this is a social business canvas model. Those who are not interested in commercial aspect, they can go for such type of. This is a comparison between the model proposed by Ash Maurya and original business model canvas by Osterwald. So lean canvas focuses on 2-3 different ideas. So because of limitation of time, I will not be focusing on lean canvas. Right now, I'll just flip through a case study which was done by me itself. So I'll just put up another slide, just for the sake of a case study. Okay, so just this was an award-winning pitch which I presented. It was in 2018. Solar lead based UV water purifier. So I am putting a real case study in front of you. So if you put a solar panel over matka, or which is called as earthen pot, which you use for storing water, then if you put a UV light below that solar panel, then UV will disinfect your water. So at very low cost, rural people can put a cover. So instead of earthen pot cover, they will use solar panel, because solar panel size is nearly equal to size of an earthen pot, which is usually used for storing water. So this was the idea. So related to this idea, some technicalities are there. What are the effects of UV disinfection? What are the problems related to water? What are the diseases? What is the technology used? So this is just for sake of putting up some case study in front of you. Then we need to calculate cost aspect. Whatever this idea is there, what you need: a solar panel, a small inverter, and a UV lamp. Cost breakup: how much every component cost? Will it be affordable? So this is a realistic prototype model which we have proposed. And same concept is applicable to a lower level also. When you go to a hotel, you can put a small battery operated water UV water purifier. Nowadays, after COVID, this became very popular. When we presented this idea in 2018, at that time COVID was not there, but once COVID came, people started sterilizing their things. Nowadays, when I go to a hair salon, they also keep the scissors and everything, biomedical equipments in hospitals. They put it for UV disinfection. So even water can be disinfected at a lower cost. So this was the idea actually, which was validated through water test also. But my major focus is this. This was a business canvas model which presented. See, now I have just expanded it. If it is not visible, tell me. Now, this is a lean canvas model actually, based on similar business canvas model. Observe certain things here. Within 2 minutes, it will be over. So, unique value proposition. What is the central idea? It's first thing unique. What is unique about this product? It's a portable product. You can. It's very handy. Next is low cost. So for rural people, it is affordable. Cover design for any type of water storage. So if you have got, you can put it on the tank, which is the overhead tank in your home. And long life is assured because solar panel life is more than 20 years. So this is the value when the customer is going to use this product. Then what are the channels through which I will reach to the customers? Obviously through campaigns, through word of mouth, mobile apps, digital ads, sometimes nukkad natak also. So you can have some street plays where you can promote your ideas. Then who are your customer and customer? Right hand side, extreme right hand side, rural homes, mohallas in villages, semi-urban areas. Even the same concept is applicable to urban areas also. What is the unfair advantage? This is the difference between lean mass and this business canvas model. It's a simple innovation for rural use and good academic team. Easy adapters. Every home can easily adapt to this product. Nothing they have to do, only except they have to put the solar panel on the. It's a integrated product. They can put it on the top cover of their matka only, that earthen pot which is used for storing water. Left hand side, lean canvas model talks about problem and solution instead of key resources and key activities. It represents it by problem and solution. Problem is drinking water has got lot of bacteria because of unhealthy handling of the water. So existing solution is what? Boiling water. But secondary disinfection can be done using UV lights, pre-light. So solution and key matrix. What are the things, activities, size of solar panel, wattage you have to determine, and all those things. Cost structure. Solar panel, how much it will cost? UV lamp, wires. What will be the cost incurred on the design, and how much maintenance once if it is broken or something like that. And then revenue, how you can earn revenue. Mass production will give revenue because it's a low cost, and government can provide subsidies. So that is also one way of getting some revenue from the government when the product is related to rural areas. So this was a real case study which I thought to share with you because this was submitted by me. And then finally we conclude that whenever you go for certain idea, present this thing in front of investor, it will help you out. And then this adventure is over, but there is more places for me to explore. So everybody has got creative idea, and now I open the platform for open discussion. Thank you very much for patient listening.
Thank you, sir. Um, the platform is open for any queries or questions.
So if there is any question, I suppose they can directly unmute themselves and they can ask or they can write in chat box.
I think the session was informative, so they don't have any queries or questions. So I conclude it, sir.
I'm not able to hear because voice is not clear. Can you just write a message if it is a question?
No, sir, it's not the question. I think there is no questions in the chat box and from the platform. So, with your permission, shall I conclude the session, sir? Thank you, sir. We have learned so much from you today on business model canvas. It was such an informative session with your real case study too. Now I call upon Dr. R. Subita Rani, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, St. George Arts and Science College, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon to all present in this measurement program on business model canvas. First of all, I thank Almighty Lord Jesus Christ. Now I thank the speaker, Dr. Sunil P. Nangrani, International Relations Officer, GH Raisoni College of Engineering, Nagpur. Secondly, heartfelt thanks to our mentor institute, Patrician College of Arts and Science College Management, and Institution Innovation Council. Now I thank Sri Chandraprabhu Jain College, Minchur, and their management. I thank St. George Arts and Science College Management and all the IAC coordinators. Finally, I would like to thank all the participants. The success of this program is because of the teamwork. Heartfelt thank all the IAC coordinators. Once again, thank you to all. Thank you, ma'am.
On behalf of Patrician College of Arts and Science, IIC Council, Department of Corporate Secretaryship, I thank everyone for the successful session. The feedback link is posted in the group and in the YouTube link. One request to the person joined through email, Gmail, to turn on the camera to take a screenshot of the session. I request everyone here to turn on the camera, please. Sudhitra ma'am, Preeti ma'am, Supriya ma'am, can you turn on your camera? Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.